Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome for another day of great learning with me, Miss Blanks. For our learning today, you are going to need your thinking cap, your wonderful brain. You can also have a pencil and a piece of paper, or if you have a dry erase board and a marker. Those are the materials that you will need for our learning today. Before we begin any learning, let's go ahead and review our learning targets. Our first learning target says, I can segment and blend CVC words with phonemes. Our second target says, I can write graphemes, and graphemes are letters that match the phonemes, which are the sounds. And our last target, I can read and spell VC and CVC words with phonemes. Again, phonemes are the sounds that we hear. So before we begin our learning today, let's go ahead and get a warm-up started. And we are going to warm up practicing our short vowel sounds. So I will say the sound 2 times and then the picture, the name of the picture on the card. So you listen to me first and then join along with me the second time. Apple. Elephant. Inchworm. Octopus. Umbrella. All right? Join along with me. Apple. Elephant. Inchworm. Octopus. Umbrella. Great job reviewing our short vowel sounds, and we are definitely going to hear those in our words today. Next, let's go over some high frequency words. And hopefully you will remember that high frequency words are words that we see in our reading, we use frequently in our writing, and those are words that we just have to know on the spot, okay? So here are some high frequency words. I will say it first, and then you say it with me the second time. What? Who? Where? When? Why? Gives. And our last word, say. Good job, boys and girls. All right. So before we dive deep into our lesson, we are going to continue with our warm-up. So sit down and come together. Sit down, let's come together right now. It's time to make 3 sounds and blend them together. Let's listen to each sound and blend them to make one word. All right? So I will make a word using the sounds that I know. So listen carefully as I say the first word. Our first word is sock. So now I'm going to segment that word using my fingers. Watch me as I do that. Now let's blend it together. Sock. Sock. How many phonemes, how many sounds did you hear in that word sock? Sock. I heard 3. Did you hear 3 sounds? Awesome. Way to go. Listen to this word. Our next word is lock. Okay, let's segment the word lock. Let's do it again. And those sounds make the word lock. Do it with me. Lock. Lock. Way to go, boys and girls. How many sounds did you hear in that word? That's right. 3 sounds again. Our last word, rock. Rock. Here we go. Rock. Let's do it again. Rock. How many sounds did you hear when we segmented that word, rock? Awesome, 3. So there were 3 sounds to make the word rock. Go ahead and pat yourself on the back. Great job segmenting those words. Now let's move on to our next part. Now it's time to match these sounds to their letters and write them. Now it's time to match these sounds to their letters. Let's go. Now we are going to write the letters that match the sounds you hear. So you may need your pencil or your dry erase marker to do this work with me. I will say the word, we'll tap it out, we'll blend it back together, and write the letter to the sounds that we hear. You ready? Let's go back to our first word, sock. Sock. Let's segment that word. Sock. 3 sounds, right? So let's talk about the sounds that we hear. Let's match the letters to the sounds that we hear, okay? So the first sound that I hear is S. And I know automatically that that sound is the letter S. Now I want to think about that middle sound. And I know from our short vowel practice, that is the letter O. Okay? Now let's think about that ending sound, K. What do you hear at the end? What do you hear? Do you hear the sound K? Right? Is that the sound that you hear? K. Now, great job. So I want to talk to you about this sound, okay? The final sound in this word is K. What letter matches that? Today, we are going to learn that when the sound K is followed by a short vowel, it is going to be represented by 2 letters that make 1 sound, and that is called a digraph. Can you guess what those 2 letters might be? Well, if you don't know, I'm here to teach you that. The 2 letters that make that sound are C, K. So when I hear the K sound followed by a short vowel, I know it's going to make the digraph CK. 2 letters that make 1 sound. Okay? So now let's try another word. Okay? You remember the word rock we did earlier? Here we go. Rock. Got it? So go ahead and think about that first sound you hear. Let's match the letter to the sound we hear. What do you hear? Awesome work. I hear and I know it's represented by the letter R. Let's do our middle sound. Does that sound familiar? It should. The letter O says the sound when it is a short vowel. Okay? Now let's go to our ending sound. K. All right, let's think about what we just learned. K. At the end of a word, followed by a short vowel sound, is going to be represented by the digraph CK. Okay. Now let's go back and look at these two words. Let's make sure we have the letters to represent the sounds, okay? So I have right? How many sounds do we hear? 3. Awesome. We did that work a little while ago, okay? Now let's look at the word rock. So make sure we have the letters that represent the sounds we hear. R, A, K. Okay? Awesome work. Still 3 sounds. Now, let's look at our next word, lock. Lock. Okay? Go ahead. Get those fingers ready to segment. A, K. All right? So let's think about what sounds do you hear and what are the letters that represent that sound. Ooh. I know that is the letter L. There it is again. O, because it is that short vowel sound. K, k. You guessed it. It is the digraph CK. Because the K sound is followed by a short vowel. All right, let's check. Always want to check our work. Here we go. Segment it with me. Ooh. K. Got it? 3 sounds. Those 3 sounds are represented by these letters. All right, awesome work. Whew. You ready for some more? We're not done yet, okay? So now it's time to decode words using letter sound connections. Now it's time to decode words. Be careful. Watch for the change. Did you hear that? Change. Something's going to be changing in these letters that we're going to be working with, okay? So pay very close attention. All right. So our first word, I'm going to go ahead and write it up here on the board. Look at this word. Okay? This word says hack. Hack. Okay? Now let's go ahead and we're going to segment this word. Get your fingers ready. Hack. Okay? So I want you to think, how did we know in the word hack that CK was going to be at the end? Trying to trick you. What sound do you hear in the middle? Is that a short vowel sound? You guessed it. You guessed it. So CK, the K sound, is followed by a short vowel. So it's going to be represented by the digraph CK. Awesome. So now listen to this word. Okay? Whack. Look at that word. What do you notice that has changed in this word? We went from hack to whack. From hack to whack. What changed? I know some of you are saying you noticed the W at the beginning of the word. You're absolutely correct. What else changed? We went from hack to whack. You guessed it. That beginning sound changed, didn't it? Now we have a w sound at the beginning of our word. And that sound, w, is represented by what digraph, boys and girls? What 2 letters make that sound? W. You're correct. W-H. Make the W sound. Okay? So now we've learned a new diagraph. W-H makes the W sound. Okay? Awesome job. Now, let's go ahead and tap it out. Let's tap it out and segment it and make sure that we are correct. Okay? W, A, K. Let's look at it. W, A. There's our short vowel. K. How many sounds did you hear? How many phonemes did you hear? We're still at 3. Great job. Now, I want you to check and look and see what stayed the same. Because that helps us to be able to pronounce words when we notice what is the same. Well, I notice there's a short vowel sound. There's the word hack within the word whack. And I still have my diagraph CK at the end. Okay? Awesome job. All right, so now I'm going to show you another word, and I want you to think again, what has changed? What has changed? Ooh, do you see that word? What has changed? From whack to quack. This is our new word, quack. I know you guessed it, and I know you guessed it correct. At the beginning, our beginning sound has changed. Our beginning sound says qua, qua. Now, qua, that sound is represented by what diagraph? What 2 letters make the one sound, qu? You all are so smart. You are smart readers, thinkers, and writers. You're correct. Q-U says the qu sound. Okay? So now, again, it's always great to look at what's different between words and what's the same. Okay? So now let's look. What is the same between the word whack and quack? Great work. There is a short vowel sound in the middle. Ah, ah, ah. And at the end, I have my diagraph k, represented by CK. Okay? Awesome work. Go ahead and give yourself a round of applause. You are doing some great work today. So, finally, let's write a sentence together using all of the learning that we've done today, okay? So I'm going to say the sentence, and while I say it, I want you to count how many words are in that sentence. Okay, you ready? They went back to the shack to lock the door quick. How many words is that? Should have 11 words. They went back to the shack to lock the door quick. Okay? Now, we are going to write this sentence together. So always remember what you know about sentences before you begin writing. All sentences start with a capital letter. All sentences have spaces in between the words. All sentences have some sort of punctuation at the end, okay? So let's write our sentence together. They is one of our sight words, but high frequency words, but it also has a diagraph at the beginning, the. They went, also another high frequency word, went. They went back. Now, remember what we've learned. B-A-K. Always segment your words when you are writing them to make sure you match the sounds to the letters. They went back to the, let's go ahead and write those words. To the shack. Oh, here we go. Shh. Shh. 2 letters that make the sh sound. You've guessed it. S, H. They went back to the sh, ah. There's my short vowel sound. K. I hear the K followed by the short vowel, so I know it's going to be a digraph. CK. They went back to the shack to lock. There's lock. The door. Here's our word the. We've used it before. The door quick. Okay? D. I know my ending sound is They went back to the shack to lock the door quick. All right? Quick. There it is. What is it? What short vowel sound is it? You should have written the letter I. Quick. I hear that K followed by a short vowel sound. And what do we know goes at the end of a sentence? What type of punctuation do we want? Period will be just fine for this sentence. Let's check our work. They went back to the shack to lock the door quick. Do we have a capital letter at the beginning of our sentence? Let's check. We do. Do you have spaces in between your words so that we can read them? Yes, we do. And do we have the correct punctuation at the end? Yes, we do. All right, so boys and girls, you've done some amazing work today. Now let's think back to what we've done. We were able to segment the sounds that we hear in a word. We were able to match the letters to the sounds that we hear in a word. And we were able to make new words using a digraph, okay? You all have did some phenomenal work. We did a lot of work today. I am so proud of you. I thank you for joining in with me. I have enjoyed learning, growing, and working with you. And hopefully, I will see you soon in the very near future. Have a great day. Bye, boys and girls.
Everybody, welcome to Brain Breaks with Coach Wood. Today we're going to do a super quick karate workout. I got my robe belt here. I'm not actually a black belt, so don't think that. We're going to be doing some awesome karate. So remember, be safe, spread out, and we're just doing this as a workout and for fun. So let's get kicking, pun intended. So stand, position like this, and we're going to just do some easy forward kicks. Nice and easy. Don't extend the joint too much. I don't want you hurting yourself. All right? All I want you to do, I want you up, I want you moving, and I want you having fun, all right? So nice and easy. We're not trying to destroy anyone on every single kick. We're just doing nice, easy kicks. Stop. Let's do some side kicks. So we're going to step, go to the side. Woo! Step, side. Nice and easy. Boom. Plant your feet, kick. Plant your feet, kick. You guys are doing great. Woo! You guys are going to be karate masters in this 3 minutes. Well, I can't guarantee that, but you never know, all right? So keep going, nice kicks, nice kicks. All right, next, get in a nice little squat right here. Get that bottom back, arms out. We're gonna punch, punch, just like this. Nice and easy. So I'm doing a little squat every time. Whew. Now, we're gonna get a little crazy in just a second. I'm gonna add a little knee to it right after the punch, all right? Keep it going, nice and easy. Ready? 3, 2, 1, knee. 3, 2, 1, knee. Keep it up. You guys are doing great. I can already tell. You're gonna be champs. You're gonna be masters of karate. Keep it up. Next, what we're gonna do a little block, just like this. Nice block. Bringing your arm across, blocking that. All right, wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. You know Karate Kid, come on now. What, that's from the 80s? That was a long time ago. Keep it going, here we go. Nice. Next, what we're gonna do is block, block, punch. Block, block, here we go. You guys are doing great. We don't have that much time left. I'm trying to teach you everything I know. Here we go. Keep it up. Woo! We got about 30 seconds left. You guys are doing great. Lastly, punch, punch, woo! Punch, punch. There we go. So alternating legs. Got 25 seconds. Keep it up. You guys are rocking it out. Woo, woo. Man, I'm breathing hard. Here we go, one more kick. Now last, we're gonna do the crane pose. Go up on one leg, arms out like this, and you're gonna drive up, drive your knee up and kick. Ready? Boom! See ya.